Hello, I'm Peter Machin. Welcome to my podcast. This conversation with Indian filmmaker Mira Nair has a special place in my heart. It was one of the first interviews I did as a journalist, and my first with a high-profile filmmaker, one who had in fact recently won the main prize at the Cannes Film Festival. As a result, there's a certain naivety at play, and while I found myself slightly charmed by my own youthful confidence, there are some bits that I find embarrassing to listen to, especially when I'm not using the correct words. But this is one of those conversations in which we're both clearly enjoying ourselves and a connection is evident. And so I hope that you enjoy this conversation at least half as much as I did at the time. And if you like this podcast, please share it with everyone you know. And don't forget to click on the like and subscribe buttons. Here's me and Mira.
Hey, I just saw Monsoon Wedding yesterday and it's lovely. It's really lovely.
Oh, thank you.
Transcendental work. If I could talk about that for a few minutes.
Of course.
How do you relate to Bollywood? How do you place yourself in relation to Bollywood?
But now, you mean?
Now. And now and while you were making that movie.
You know, Bollywood is an inextricable part of our culture. It's like eating and breathing.
Yeah.
Yeah. And when I was growing up, it was a little bit like, while I loved, I loved Bollywood classic films, like the films of Guru Dutt and Raj Kapoor. Those were the films I've sought out and been inspired by in some ways. Not so much the Raj Kapoor films as the Guru Dutt films.
Okay.
You know who he is?
I've heard his name.
Guru Dutt is an unusual director, sort of like our Orson Welles in a way,
Okay.
who worked in the Bollywood mainstream but made highly artistic pictures, but in the commercial way,
Okay.
that never were successful in his life. He committed suicide at 39, but are deemed and are as classics now, you know. And anyway, those were my those were the films I used to love to see, but never really otherwise had a bit of snobbery about the high kitsch as I looked at it as Bollywood when I was growing up, in the 60s and 70s. But now Bollywood has changed enormously and has become really slick and hip, and very much part of the cultural fabric of any class of Indian life.
Yeah.
So, in Monsoon Wedding, which is about an upper middle class family like my own, Bollywood has entered the fabric of a wedding, so that a young babe in my family would definitely imitate a Bollywood movie star on one of the nights to entertain us. That would be normal. That would not be absurd.
Okay.
Like my young days, it would never be thought of. So basically, Bollywood has entered every part of our, life besides just going for entertainment. It's like it's affecting, even family ceremonies.
Okay.
So that's I revel in it now. I just it's a load of fun, and it's just that I'm not. This is a Bollywood movie on my terms in a way, because I can't be Bollywood. I mean, I can, I guess, if I put my mind to it, but actor in that style.
Yeah.
Everybody's begging me to do it, and I might just do it. But Monsoon Wedding was to do it on my terms.
Okay. What does Bollywood think of you? Are they fond of you?
Well, now I'm the lioness from India. They say now the president of India calls me up. Now I'm in the good books. Last 2 years ago I wasn't. So it comes and it goes.
And when you made Salam Bombay?
Yeah, then I was also back in the, then I was first in the good books.
Okay.
I was in Doghouse for a few films after that. Now I'm back.
Okay. So, was it basically Kama Sutra?
Yeah, it was basically Kama Sutra.
Okay.
The sense of, the whole sex and controversy and censorship and all that battle that I fought and won and lost and won and all that stuff. So,
Did you think, even in the 2 years since Kama Sutra, did you think India has kind of loosened up a bit?
Oh yes, I think so. Yeah.
Because I mean, Monsoon Wedding is quite I want to say flirtatious because I can't think of a better word, but you know what I mean. It's quite sexual in parts.
Mm-hmm. That's what the new, it's unbelievably sort of almost amoral. Not, I shouldn't say that to express. I don't mean it.
But I know what you mean.
It's like free, in a certain level of what's going down in Delhi society or urban life. It's something that we would not. That still sort of almost startles me. It shocks me, this stuff. But Sabrina, my writer, she's 30 years old, much more in touch with the young. I mean, that's, and she brought that aspect of, she opened my eyes to this kind of what's really going on. She and my niece and nephew. My nephew is in the film as Varun, as the fat boy who doesn't dance.
Okay.
My Ishan and Sahira, this other niece of mine, my brother's daughter, all of them are in the film, by the way. They are the ones who tell me about. This is exactly what it is like. There's so much. Well, there's a lot of sexuality in the young, and in even like the bride, having the lover and then rebounding on a marriage and all that. That we knew, but just the level to which young women and men are, it's just like any other place, and it's really amazing because it goes hand in hand with an absolute love and of ritual and tradition and what the family wants of you and all that.
Yeah. From Bollywood to Hollywood, one of the things that really impresses me about you is that you managed to go there without being appropriated. Yeah. How did you do that?
Well, I guess I'm just a fiercely independent spirit or something. I have a healthy disrespect for authority. I can't sort of bear it. Actually, I'm very open and very collaborative, so long as I'm the boss.
Okay.
Not I'm the boss. That's very bad. But so long as
you remain the director.
Yeah. So long as I have control.
Yeah.
Because really, I mean that. Because I take the best idea will always win. I'm totally, humble about that, and I'm totally ruthless also, not sentimental at all, about something that is, not territorial at all. But the point is that I guess have to retain independence because there is a type of instinct that informs my work, and everybody can offer me and take me much further than that. Than what I know, and that is the intention of working with such brilliant people like Declan Quinn, the cinematographer, or Sabrina, the writer, or Michael Dana with the music, and I just go. I work very well with people, and they are great people, and they really contribute and make the film richer and richer, and that's the idea. But I have to kind of take them, on a journey, take them with me, and at least if I don't always know where I'm going, I have to find out where I'm going. But only what I have to rely on that distinguishes me from anybody else is instinct. And I think the idea in life is to keep one's mind and heart always empty and open to the reception of that instinct. So, if I have to work with a lot of people who tell me what the way they have to have it, I think interferes with that, although sometimes it of course helps. But anyway, I'm not anti-Hollywood at all. It's just that I've had a couple of iffy experiences there, and I'm happier even with the struggle of it to do my own work. But I'm right now, for instance, definitely much more. But Hollywood depends on who you get to work with there, and there's fantastic people there too.
Yeah.
I just haven't had the good fortune of working with them yet. I've just finished something that has been a pleasure to do. So an American film with Uma Thurman and Juliette Lewis and Jenna Rollins, called Hysterical Blindness, which I'm just mixing this month, and it's been a hectic year between Monsoon Wedding and this other and Hysterical. And so it's not all, I'm definitely open right now, but I'm also happy to be able to constantly have the elasticity within me to do, my work. Because we don't, what it's like living in Durban. If we don't tell our stories, then nobody else is going to.
Yeah.
And the question is that you have to do it in a way that is, inimitable, your own way. and do it yet with the style and standard and a kind of a new way, for them too, so that they have to see that craft is alive and well in India.
Yeah. Let me just tell you.
For filmmaking.
Yeah, sure.
I mean,
I just want to tell you that completely by the way, that I think I saw, what in my opinion, the first great new South African film, which is
wonderful.
Oliver Schmitz's Hijack Stories. He made Muppet Sula.
My friends had financed it. I was going to say, when you said great South African film, I was going to say, you mean after Mapan Sula?
Yeah.
And then you said it was Oliver's next film. That's excellent. I'm not at all surprised. That's very, very good. He is special.
Yeah, he really is. I walked out of that movie so excited about the future of film here.
How fantastic to have that feeling.
Yeah, and probably the day before I hadn't thought there was a future of film here, so...
Well, when I saw that film, I think it was Fools or something, Fools?
Yeah.
I was very excited by some things, in it that represented to me a future for film a future for film in South Africa. Just the colors, the light of that kind of silk in the and it was very, but it didn't hold together, narratively.
Yeah.
The narrative. But you could see that there were actors there, there was there was a real culture there,
Yeah.
But it wasn't in the narrative, it wasn't in control. But it was very exciting all the same. But Mapan Sula is the real thing.
Yeah, no, fully. And this it had every bit of the strength of Mapan Sula, but it had enough gloss to actually make it work in a Hollywood market, I believe.
Oh, wonderful.
Which I think is important on a level.
Yeah.
And it's a fantastic movie. So I hope you see that soon.
I will certainly. My friends, we have the same financiers.
Okay.
I will see it for sure in France. Yeah. Go for it, Peter.
Sorry?
Go for it. Keep going.
Okay. I know I was going to ask you. Salam Bombay, was that basically the movie that brought you to the attention of Hollywood?
Yes, that was my first feature film.
Yeah. It's quite interesting that was a movie that they rewarded in a sense.
What's interesting about it?
It's quite far away from what Hollywood. I mean, it's very far away from what Hollywood tends to kind of reward and tends to like. I mean, it's a fantastic movie.
Yeah, Hollywood, sort of chose to. It wasn't so. They didn't discover it. They nominated it for an Oscar after it had won already 25 awards. Starting with the Camera d'Or in Cannes. So it's not. It already had a lineage.
Okay.
Before, but in fact, Suni and I, my writer of Har Salam, and I, when we were sitting at the Oscar ceremony for the best foreign film, with Salam.
Yeah.
And it was the first Indian nomination and so on. But we were we were chuckling through the ceremony, sitting next to sort of Almodovar, who was just biting his nails, desperate to win. And I just knew, that India was still much too far away from Goldie Hawn and Jacqueline Bisset, who, when they came down the stairs to present this particular thing, I think it was those of them. And Suri, I think, looked at me and said, India is still too far away from Hollywood. So, we knew it was still too far away to win something. But now it seems to be getting in their faces more. But, I think,
Yeah, no, sure. The world's getting smaller.
Yeah.
I can let you go after one more question.
Yeah.
Talking about Salam Bombay and Monsoon Wedding, were the scripts pretty much written before you made them? Or is there quite a lot of improv involved?
No, the essential narrative spine of the film was laid very strongly before the film was shot. But it was further sculpted through 2 weeks of workshop with the actors.
Okay.
Before we started shooting. Much like a theatre workshop, we rehearsed all the scenes, and we did other types of theatre exercises, and we did yoga throughout this movie. We did 1.5 hours strenuous yoga every morning, the cast and crew, before, in all these, and just to create also the sense of real family, this feeling that we were 68 actors, but we were rehearsing on the third week before shooting this in the house, where we were going to shoot. And it would be, so that, I wanted that feeling that actors could enter a room, their bedroom, and feel like they knew where their cigarettes were hidden. That they would go to a set, and say, oh yes, hello, I'm so-and-so, and now I'm going to make love to you this moment after 12 years. They've never met each other. That's what is usual in any kind of movie, right? I mean, nobody has time to rehearse. Nasiruddin Shah, the father, he tells a hilarious story at the Venice press conference. He's a legend in Bollywood too.
Yeah.
And when I signed on every actor, I said I wanted 6 weeks of their lives totally. Because, it's most unusual in India. You do many movies at the same time, and nobody does that sort of one thing only type of thing. So. And he's a theatre man. He's a great actor. He understood and was thrilled about the opportunity to rehearse before. So he was in rehearsal 2-3 weeks, and he used to get calls and offers from Bollywood movies during this time. And he would say, sorry, I can't do it. I'm in rehearsal. And the Bollywood producers would say to him on the phone, but as if they hadn't heard him correctly, he said, you're doing rehearsal, but you're offering shooting day. You're offering shooting day. They thought he was really crazy.
Yeah.
They would say to him in Hindi, they would say, this is not a play that are you doing a play with Mira Nair? Or are you doing a film? So still, we are offering shooting day here. Will you please come just for 12 hours from Delhi to Bombay and go back at night? Do things like that.
Yeah.
Funny. Anyway, so that's what creates the sense of intimacy that's in the movie.
Okay. One more last question. Do you think you're going to be coming back to Durban at any point?
I hope to. My husband was there at the conference, just and my son and him were there earlier in August. But I hope to. But I'm really traveling so much in any case between India and here with the release of Monsoon Wedding and this other movie now that I just want to. But it's likely next year, end of next year, because we're going to spend a year in Kampala from June next year on.
Okay.
So then once I'm in Africa, it'll be easier to get there. But I'd love to swim. I used to swim every day in the saltwater swimming pool on the promenade.
Okay, yeah.
The swimming. It's wonderful. And I used to swim every day for 1 hour there every day when I lived in Durban. So. I'd love to go back.
That's a lovely city.
Yeah, great.
Thank you so much for talking to me. It's been an absolute pleasure. And
thank you, Peter.
And I will hopefully talk to you again soon someday.
All right. Please tell people to see the movie.
I will do that, and I will do that in big letters. I'll tell at least 65,000 people.
Excellent.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mira.
Bye.
I hope you enjoyed that conversation with Meera. For a sampling of Meera's films, check out talktopeter.com, where you'll find more conversations with creative minds, as well as playlists, recommendations, and other useful resources. Have a wonderful day or night, wherever you are in the world. And thank you for listening.